welcome. If you're new, my name is Monny and this is Money Budgets. So for today, the video that I'm going to be filming is going to be completely different to what I'm used to filming. So most of the time I do cash stuffing videos and just, bill swaps and all that. But for today, like I said, it's going to be completely different. And the only reason I'm filming this today is because since it does have to do with money and things that, well, at least I try to budget for. That's why I thought it would be a good idea for me to film this. So as you guys know, I do have 3 pets, and then both my partner and I do work. However, we are low income, and the reason we can't get better jobs is because it won't work with our schedules, meaning we won't be able to take care of our daughter together. So he does work nights and I do work days, so pretty much like as soon as I get home he leaves, and then whenever he gets home I leave, so we rarely see each other. But that's pretty much what's working for us right now at the time. And anyway, so I did have to take one of my dogs to the vet not too long ago, and I did budget it for that, so it was 160, or let's actually look at it because I don't remember. How much was it? Okay, so it was 120, but I only had 150. So yeah, and like in this case, I was actually negative. And then recently I did go to the dentist, and once again I was negative because I only had 500, but it was actually 520. So for that reason, I've decided to get an envelope just for miscellaneous, for things like this when I don't have enough. And then also I am going to be adding another envelope, which is going to be for pet supplies, just because I did have some bad news a couple of weeks ago. Now I've been trying to hold it together, and I know like in my videos you probably haven't noticed because I'll always try to stay positive, but it's really getting to me, and it's just very hard for me. Now, if you've been here with me in my channel for a while, you guys know that I'm a big animal lover. I've worked in the animal field for a lot of years, and it's just, I love all that. Now I'm not a big fan of reptiles, but yeah, anyways. So yeah, back to my animal topic. So not too long ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, one of my dogs got really, really sick. And I had literally just taken her to the vet for her yearly, rabies vaccine, the heartworm test, and the heartworm prevention, and all that, So I actually budgeted for that, but like I said, I was a little bit negative, maybe a couple of dollars, and that was okay because I did take it out of my, my checking. And then also, I was negative when I went to the dentist. And like I said, that was okay because it was only a couple of dollars. Now, like I said, she did get sick, and I literally had no money left over in that envelope specifically for that. So I ended up using money from my check, which it was 160 or so. So yeah, that was a lot of money. Now I do have money saved up for my 1K challenge, my savings emergency fund. And that money right now is in the bank. Now that money, once I put it in the bank, I try to ignore it. I like to pretend that it's not there, just because what if I have a bigger emergency, and I can't really afford it with my check. That money is gonna be there. And well, in this case, I did have money because I had just gotten paid, so that's why I used my check to take her to the vet. Now, while I was at the vet, I got really, really bad news. Like, as soon as the doctor told me what was going on, like, I tried to hold it together until I got out of the doctor. So, the main reason why I took her in was because my dog, which is Miley, my oldest one, she's already 13 years old. And the reason I took her in was because she slipped, and because she's very clumsy, so she slipped. And we do have tile. Now she doesn't walk a lot around the house because she's usually like a couch potato, but whenever she does walk, like, she's very clumsy, and well, she slipped, and then ever since she slipped, like, she was just not walking. She would cry, she stopped eating, so I got very worried, so I took her to the vet. And that's whenever they told me that she did have a heart murmur, and it was grade 5 out of 6, meaning that's not good at all. Just having a heart murmur in general is not good. And then knowing that it's already 5 out of 6 and she's already an older pet, like that, like just broke my heart. And I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry because, she's my baby, and like, I'm sorry. um, okay, so yeah. So, I tried to hold it together till I got to the car. As soon as I got in the car, I just like literally broke down, and I couldn't keep myself together. And even right now, it's just like talking about it, it's really hard for me. Now, I promise you guys, I was implying like I'm crying here, and I'm really trying to keep it together, but it's really hard for me. And then also, because she does have that heart problem now, she does have to take high blood pressure medication. And then she was already taking medication for thyroid and arthritis, and now they literally added a bunch of other medication, even painkillers, like, a bunch of medication. Like, I'm not even lying. And then this is just gonna be for this month. Now next month they're gonna reduce her medications, so she'll still be taking a lot of medications, but not as much. And then those medications are gonna be like have to be taken for the rest of her life, which is another financial, well, I wouldn't say problem for me because I do budget for that. But now I have to take that into consideration, that I have to budget a little bit extra now. Thankfully, like just the high blood pressure is only $12 a month, which is okay. And then of course you guys know her thyroid medication. I do have to buy that, and then arthritis. I think that one's like $44 a month. Now that one's a little bit more. And then now because she does have all these problems, she does have to be on a special diet, which now her food is going to be at least $30 a month, unless I can find it on like a sale on it and stuff like that. So yeah, even and the, like when it comes to her food, now the good thing is that she's a smaller dog, so she's not gonna finish that whole bag pretty soon. But when she does, that's gonna be a whole $30, because I can only buy it like at Petco or PetSmart when they do have it in stock, because I think a lot of pets actually need that food, so that's why it's kind of hard to find it. So yeah, now I have to budget for that. Now, okay, so I do have 3 pets, right? My cat, so now he has his cat food, and then of course his litter, which it's not that expensive. And then, well, my other dog, she has her own food, and now I had to have a different kind of food for each pet. So I do have to budget for that a little bit more now. So I am going to be adding an envelope just for pet supplies, and that's pretty much going to be for their food, but mainly for Miley, which is my oldest, because her food is going to be the most expensive one. But yeah, like I said, I know this video is not what I'm used to filming, but because it does have to do with money, that's why I felt like it was necessary to film. Now I'm so sorry that I broke down, but I mean, it's just things that it breaks my heart, and oh my goodness, I swear Simon is always here. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry that this was just I guess a sad video. I didn't mean to make it sad. It's really hard to talk about it, and but yeah, I think that was pretty much it. And once again, thank you so much to everyone who supports my channel. I really, really love you guys, and every time you guys leave like all those nice comments, like as I'm reading them, I'm just smiling, and I really appreciate that, because on days like this, me reading those comments, it's just, it makes my day. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye, guys.